Welcome back, everyone, to this third episode of Rebuilding Borussia Dortmund. The biggest group stage draw of the season is here. It is, of course, the Champions League group stage draw. And we are a third seed pot in this draw, hosted by Michael Laudrup. We could be in for an absolutely awful group, but let's find out. The first pots we run through FC Bayern. Obviously, pot one is very strong. You've got Bayern, Man City, Real Madrid, PSG, Ajax, Porto, Frankfurt, and Milan. So we either want to be in the group that starts with Porto, Ajax, or Milan. We don't want to be in Man City, PSG, or Real Madrid. I mean, for glamour ties, yes. For any other reason, probably not. I mean, it's going to be some fun groups, I reckon. There could be some groups of deaths in here with the pots looking the way they are. I mean, we'd be lucky if we can get a fairly easy, straightforward group. That would be very, very good for us in this early stage of rebuilding Dortmund. We've got a lot of young players that will gain a lot of experience in the Champions League, and if we do end up finishing third in the group, it's not the worst thing, because then there'll be the Europa League up for grabs as well, a European trophy to add to Dortmund's coffers in this successful save that we're going to have with them. Bayern and Chelsea in the same group. That's a tough group to start already. Ajax, hopefully not a German side. Leipzig. So we can't go in Ajax's group. I mean, it's not the worst of the worst, but Man City, Barcelona. Oof, that's a tough group. Porto, who are they going to get drawn with? Sevilla. That's not too bad. If we get run into that group, we'll take that. Madrid, Tottenham. Called it. Absolutely called it, lads. And it's going to be Milan, Atletico. Milan, Liverpool. Got that one wrong. Obviously, Atletico's in the Eintracht Frankfurt group, which we can't go in. So not too bad for Frankfurt. Atletico Madrid, probably the easiest team they could have got. Their PSG and Juventus round it off. So that's not too bad. Who's going to go in this group of death with Bayern and Chelsea? Can't be us, thank God. Napoli. That's the group of death right there, lads. Big team going out straight away. Shakhtar, Leipzig. Okay, it's not too bad. Man City, Barcelona. Who's going in this group of death? RB Salzburg. Feel sorry for them. Porto, Sevilla. Probably going to get Sporting Lisbon. Inter Milan. I mean, yeah, we didn't call that one, lads. Real Madrid, Tottenham. Who's going to go in this big boy group? Bayern Leverkusen, the other German side in pot 3. Milan, Liverpool, Borussia Dortmund. We're in with Milan and Liverpool. I mean, it's not the worst. We could beat Milan at home. Liverpool is a different story because they're OP, but it's definitely on for finishing in the qualification spots, depending on how we do against Milan. That's going to determine it. PSG, Juventus, and Sporting. I mean, this group, if Monaco go in it, is Limassol. Limassol going to get banged 15-0 every game. I feel sorry for them. It's not looking good for them. Red Star, 2 Eastern European teams in there as well. Who's going to go in with Barcelona? Monaco. Feel sorry for Monaco. I genuinely feel sorry for them. Club Brugge go in with Porto's group, which is a fairly all-round decent group, to be honest. If Celtic go in here, it's going to be tough for them. It's tough for Celtic. Very tough for them. Who's going to round off our group? Copenhagen. I mean, it could have been Marseille. Marseille would have been worse, but 6 points probably guaranteed against FC Copenhagen for us. We probably need 10 to qualify, so a win and a draw against Milan would do it. Groups are finishing off now. And there they are, the Champions League groups on the screen. Group A, Bayern, Chelsea, Napoli, Limassol. B's, Ajax, Leipzig, Shakhtar, Red Star, Belgrade. Group C, City, Barcelona, Salzburg, Monaco. Group D, Porto, Sevilla, Inter, Club Brugge. Group E, Real Madrid, Tottenham, Bayern Leverkusen, and Celtic. Some groups of deaths, A and E, look terribly hard. Our group, Group F, Milan, Liverpool, Copenhagen, and us. Let's hope it doesn't sound for failure. Group G, we've got Frankfurt, Atletico Madrid, Benfica, and Marseille. Big group there. Anyway, much of a muchness in that group. Group H is PSG, Juventus, Sporting, and Dynamo. Coming up next, we have the Klassiker away to Bayern Munich. And here we are, our first proper derby up against Bayern Munich. In Munich, it's going to be absolutely class. They've got their best team out. We've got our best team out. It's going to be an absolute rock and roll game. We're looking at Their team now, Neuer, Cancelo, Upamecano, Davis, Kimmich, Gravenberch, all the players you would expect. And then our team, Adeyemi, Marco Reus is back, Gio Reyna, Brandt, Bellingham, De Hood. It's not the best of Dortmund sides you've ever seen, but it is. The title is called Rebuilding Borussia Dortmund. We sit second. We've got a game in hand on Leipzig, which is this one. So it's going to be a tough one, lads. Can we go on and can we beat Bayern Munich in this game? Let's find out. And here we are. It's an attack straight from kickoff. Let's hope it's not a 1-0 start for Bayern already. That would be ridiculous. Or can we get an early start? I mean, oh, there we go. Cancelo's already in. Win that Reus. Well done, Marco. Coming back from a long injury, but he is a BVB legend. And he does score important goals at important times. Can Kareem? He's not going to beat Upamecano in the air, is he? But he could nick it off him there. But it's well played from Oompa. Into Matthias de Ligt. Kimmich in Akers. It's great play from Bayern at this stage already. They're looking very strong. It's a ball in behind, and Mane's in. Mane's probably going to score. Mane scores, opening 35 seconds of the game, and Bayern have already scored. It's not looking good for the young Dortmund lads. It's not looking good at all. Bayern already are in front. Kobel probably could have done better at the near post, but we shouldn't be getting sliced open like that in the first 35 seconds of the game. Bayern playing some beautiful stuff as well. It's going to be a big ask beating them away from home, isn't it? Let's be perfectly honest. Gravenberch off the bar. Bayern having all the early possession, all the early chances as well. We've got to find a way to get into this game. That early goals are normally killers. But now it looks like we've got a chance. Gio Reyna. We've been deadly in front of goal this season so far as well. Mats Hummels, good play. Finds Rafa Guerreiro, who's been absolutely solid for us. Gio Reyna, another great player for us so far this season. Sula wins the second ball into Brandt. Gio's in. Can Gio level it? No, he's not. Oh my God, he's missed by a country yard. I can't believe it. All he had to do was hit the target, and Gio Reyna, who's been absolutely clinical in front of goal, has missed the sitter for Dortmund. Gravenberch now. Gravenberch driving, allowed to drive. Fonzie Davis scores. And it's not the best start for the young Dortmund side. It's going to take a lot to catch this Bayern Munich team. And they're absolutely dominating us in this game. It's what we expected, to be honest. We're trying to play clock football against them. We're trying to play rock and roll attacking football, and we're getting punished. Although we are only 1 point behind them, and it is only 4 games into the season. I mean, to catch Bayern in the first season is going to be a tough ask with the squad that we've currently got, especially beating them away from home. At home, maybe, you never know. But there's still a long way to go in this game. It's only 20 minutes in. But we do find ourselves 2-0 down. And Gio Reyna missed a big chance. Marco Reus, can he find Kareem? Upamecano intercepts it well there. Otherwise, Kareem was in. Gnabry now. Moving the ball. Well done, Nicolai Sula. Does well. Schlotterbeck. Into Rafa Guerreiro. Into Dahoud. Into Marco Reus. It's good play from us. Upamecano's got Adeyemi on lock by the look of it. Mane, who scored within 35 seconds. He was having a field day against us at the moment. Bayern Munich all over us like a rash. Gnabry's in. Still Gnabry. Rafa Guerreiro half clears it, but his international colleague is there. João Cancelo still driving. Oh, it's a good save from Kobel. Keeps us in it. Kobel keeping us in it there. Absolutely keeping us in it. I mean, we've got to do better. There's no excuses here, lads. We've absolutely got to do better. Kobel comes for the claim. Should have saved the first one. Couldn't do much about the second one. It was a rocket from Davis, and we've got to demand more from these players. It's got to mean more. The Classic has got to mean more to these boys. We can't just give this up. But the early goal has killed the game, to be fair. Gravenberch. Oh, he's just too strong. Too strong for Brandt there. Or Royce. I think it might have been Royce, actually. Mane's in again. Oh, he's at the bar. I thought it was going to be 3. The gap in quality between us and Bayern is far too large at the start of this save. We've got some of the best young players, but Bayern Munich have got some of the best players in the world. And they're absolutely giving us the beating of our life. We have got options off the bench. We haven't even had a shot on target or a look likely attack since the Reina one. Marco Reus, he was a gamble for the game. We did gamble. He's got to come off. He hasn't got the fitness. We're going to throw on another youngster in Gittins. Can he come on and cause some second half magic? We need something. We absolutely need something. But it's probably most likely not going to happen. Gnabry. Hummels clears. Gio Reyna's there. Gittins is there. Great turn from Gittins. Oh, Gravenberch just too strong in the midfield. Bellingham puts his foot in. Musiala now. Still going. He's getting chased. Kimmich, Gittins. That's what we wanted to see. That's what Royce wasn't doing in the first half. And Gittins comes away with the ball. Bygone Gittins. Still going. Go on, lad. Julian Brandt's in. Has to score. Julian Brandt. Julian Brandt pulls one back. Come on, boys. Julian Brandt makes it 2-1. We needed an early goal after half-time. And Gittins off the bench, proving why he should be a starting player in the team. Feeds Julian Brandt. Julian Brandt with the one-touch finish. Bang. I mean, it's more than one touch, but it was a brilliant finish. Put it beyond Manuel Neuer. Schlotterbeck. Into Rafa Guerrero. Rafa Guerrero now. We're having a much better second half. Gittins is robbed. Come on, Gittins. Show that aggression that you had to get us the one goal back in the game. Cancelo. Wouldn't that? Oh, that would have been a good opportunity to win the ball. But it's great play from Bayern. They've got great passing going on here. Mane's in again. Mane doesn't miss when he's in behind. It's going to be 3. Yep, it is 3. Mane doesn't miss with balls like that. Sadio Mane is not missing. And Bayern put the game beyond us. If Reina had taken his chance in the first half, we'd still be in this game. It's if, buts and maybes, lads. We're going to make some subs. Dahoud's coming off for Emre Can. If we can make the change, there we go. Yusufa Makoko is on for Adeyemi. And we go again. Come on, lads. If we can get one straight back, that would put us well into this game. Schlotterbeck. Bygone Gittins. Brandt. He's got robbed by Muller, but Cancelo wasn't watching, and Gittins is in. Gittins into Kareem the Dream. Kareem the Dream, that's got to be a foul. Why didn't Kareem go down? Kareem should have went down. He got a slide tackled, but I thought he was in. It's not going to come to anything, lads. I can't see this attack coming to anything. Bellingham. It's well blocked, and it's cleared by our Fonzie Davis. Mane, will he get there? No. I told you it won't come to nothing. Bayern with the free kick now. This could be 4. This could be humiliation for Dortmund. Oh, it's deflected. We'll take that. At this stage, we'll take that. Save from... Oh, it is 4. It's Mane with the hat-trick. And Bayern have embarrassed us at their stadium. And it's just a matter of time now. And how many goals are Bayern going to score in this game? Shocking defensive performance from the lads. Shocking performance all round. The early goal set the tempo for Bayern. And we just haven't been at the races. We started the season with aplomb, with 3 wins out of 3, a massive cup game victory as well. Tough Champions League draw, and this is not the form we want going into that group. Bellingham's tired, so he has to come off. But you can see how much of a rebuild this is going to be for Dortmund up against a dominant force like Bayern Munich. Schlotterbeck. Let's get one back. Let's make our fans proud. Let's not send them home with a drubbing. Into Schlotterbeck. Into Brandt. Makoko, whatever you call him. Gittins. All he's got to do is square it. Oh, he couldn't get there. Neuer takes the loose ball. It's good keeper. Good keeping from Manuel Neuer there. Bayern legend sweeping up. We've got a lot of enthusiasm in the team, but we need more quality. And it's going to be tough when we're just using Germans and Austrians. It's going to be a fun challenge. It's definitely going to be a fun challenge to close this gap on Bayern. Sula wins the header. Rafa Guerreiro's there now. Schlotterbeck. Bayern Gittins. Into Julian Brandt. Julian Brandt, what can he do? Finds Gittins. Gittins is having a good game. Gittins, Makoko, it's a foul, but Reina taps it in. It was going to be a pen, I reckon, but Gio Reyna can't miss from there. And he should have had 2 goals in this game. It should be 4-3. We're going to fire up the boys and we're just going to go for it. Go and grab the ball, Reina. Don't just run off. Ay. Rafa Guerreiro's tired. We're just going to go all out. See if we can get 2 late goals. You never know. Bayern just better on the day. Took their chances. 5 minutes left. If we can get one here, we stand a chance. Ryerson replaced Bellingham in the midfield. What can he do? Play a very poor pass. Tried to find Pashalach, but he's found Thomas Chicken Legs Muller. Schlotterbeck picks up the loose ball. Nikolai Sula plays a pass into Ryerson, but it's intercepted by Stanic. Kingsley Coman now. Blint. Sane. Mane. They got all the Sane Manes. Oh, it's a great overrunning lap from Kimmich. But Schlotterbeck beats him to it. There's still a chance, lads. There's not long left. But there's still a chance of an unlikely comeback. Schlotterbeck. Into Brandt. Brandt. Can Makoko get him behind? Upamecano does him and bullies him out of the ball. Upamecano is far too strong and good for this Bundesliga. He's had a quality game. He's kept Adeyemi and Makoko quiet. But then saying that, here's Gittins. Gittins, got to score, Gittins. Oh, it's terrible from Gittins. He could have passed it. He should have pulled one back for us there. He really should have pulled one back. Gio Reyna hoofs one in. Can Schlotterbeck win the header? He can't. Falls to Brandt. It's a long highlight, lads, which usually means there's a goal. Nah, nothing. Gittins with the chance there. I mean, we didn't take our chances. We could have been 4-4, but it's ended 4-2 on the day to Bayern, and they fully deserved that victory. To round off this episode, after that disappointment of losing 4-2 to Bayern, we went and we beat Freiburg 6-0 and then got a very creditable draw against Bundesliga top team RB Leipzig. They're top of the league at the moment. We're only a point behind them now. We've got some big games coming up. And on the next episode, we will play our first Champions League game and so much more. So do join us for another exciting episode.